We're recording this conversation in November 2021. A year from now, the world changes. The implementation of ISO 20022 to replace MT as the language of global payments is really going to shake things up. It's a difficult transition involving everybody involved in the payments chain, from payments operations people, product management, right the way through to the people who provide and maintain and operate the systems and technology that we use. A lot has been written about ISO 20022 as a theoretical benefit, but the conversations about ISO 20022 have been rather quieter. Bijou from Fiorano Software and I, Andrew Muir from Nth Exception, have enjoyed many conversations about ISO 20022 implementation over the last few months, and we thought it would be a good idea perhaps to publish some of these conversations so that you were able to join in. We hope very much to participate in those chats and to develop them further as we investigate more layers of detail under the complex but wonderful world of ISO 20022 implementation. We really hope you enjoy it.
We've spoken about a lot of things. We spoke about minimum requirements, skills required, tools, approaches, tactical, strategic. Let's talk a bit about the things that people are not talking enough about, and elephant in the room or elephants in the room. And I really like the analogy you had. So you had names, you called them Jumbo, Trumpet, and Spike. And I think it's really interesting and I think very important for people to talk about that. So let's hear a bit more about Jumbo, Trumpet, and Spike.
We were talking about elephants in the room. You asked me to name them, so I did. Jumbo. Jumbo is by far the biggest elephant in the room. And Jumbo is the testing elephant. Now, when a market infrastructure transitions from one channel to another, for example, from a proprietary set of message exchange specifications to ISO 20022, there is typically a very rigorous, structured and disciplined testing program that goes along with that, where all of the participants get to exercise their systems and the systems of the market infrastructure to make sure that when the whole thing gets switched on, it works. And everybody knows how it's supposed to work and, crucially, how to respond if something goes wrong. We haven't actually seen any plans on that side from either SWIFT or from the correspondent banking network. And there's, I think, a danger, at least in some institutions, to think that testing refers to the job of making sure that one's back office system upgrade worked, that the upgrade to your SWIFT interface device worked, if you're using translation technology or an intermediate database to collect information about payments, that all works. But actually, as we've said before, there's a business system that goes from the debtor to the creditor through all of the intermediaries who all have these new systems, and somehow we have to make sure that the entirety of that chain of transactions and exceptions goes according to plan. So I think what most people would like to see from SWIFT is a sensible plan for exercising the entirety of the correspondent banking chain from debtor to creditor to the satisfaction of all of the 11,000 institutions who are affected by the ISO 20022 transition, so that everybody can make sure that their familiarity with this actually works for the happy path and for the exceptions.